Oh, buddy, what's going on, everyone? Jerome here, along with Tewtiy and Bean as well on the screen over that way. You guys can see him right there. I'm not gonna lie, guys. We had no idea what to put in the corner of the screen because there wasn't enough going on the thing,
Exactly.
and so Tewtiy cooked up a bean. It's a picture of Ben.
Bean.
That's actually. What did you do? So you took Ben's face and you carved it, and you did you morph it? What
So I have, it's like you can see there's a picture of a bean, right? And then I liquefied his face to fill the area.
You liquefied his face.
I liquefied his face. That is the proper Photoshop terminology.
That is, so Frizzle and Pop will be joining us for this. Anyway, would you rather be the homemaker or be the breadwinner? I like bread.
I like bread.
All right, bread it is.
Well,
Wow. Okay, 55-4. Close call. Would you rather discover Sasquatch any day?
Really?
Or as Trailer Park Boys calls them, Sam Squanches.
I'd honestly discover the Loch Ness Monster. I'd go with good old Nessie.
Ben? Of course, Ben's gonna side with you. So. Wow, really?
Yeah.
Not the because the Loch Ness Monster doesn't matter. He's in an but the Sasquatch. Wouldn't you want to know if there's like a gorilla thing living in that's like Harambe's cousin?
I mean, Ben visited my backyard once. I think that counts.
Dear God. All right, would you rather have bright blue hair or bright blue teeth?
Okay,
oh,
so no way.
I mean,
okay, let's talk
kind
about
of obvious.
This. Is it like an ugly, like deformed blue, or is it like neon blue and like, but it's like your shoes, but only when you like, and then they bright up like a flashlight.
I'm assuming bright blue is kind of like neon, like very boom. Which I mean, obviously would be hair, because I don't know anyone who why would you want no?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's a whole lot of no.
Like, nah,
that wasn't even a good one. Would you rather? Oh, I grew up in Jersey, so I gotta be a Yankees
fan. It doesn't matter
fan.
to me either way.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna probably get hit in the face for that one, but sorry, guys. All right. Would you rather have a lightsaber or have a phaser?
Is this a question? Is this really a question?
Ben
Obviously,
says
the phaser.
Tewtiy. And look at that, 90 to 10.
Nobody wants a phaser.
Jeez,
please.
we had two easy ones. Have been. Wow. Oh, well, one is like a visit. Like, would you rather spend a day in Hogwarts or learn to be a Jedi?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
I mean,
yeah.
really? There are that many people that go, yeah, I'll just pass on all that Jedi training and just do like a one-time like ticket to Hogwarts, please.
It's not specific enough.
Just go to Universal, Hogwarts Land or whatever it's called. It's good.
Okay. Marry a new random person every year, or marry one random person and stick with it.
Wow.
Ooh.
Because if you hate the person, that's awful on the right. But let's say like you really end up loving the person and you just gotta let them go after a year.
Oh man, that's rough.
Wow.
And so the real question is, you have to always think about like all the terms. Do you split does all of your like earnings get split with each person? Like do you lose all
we'll pretend for this case it's prenup, so you don't lose nothing afterward.
Okay. I'd go with the one person. I feel like I'm a somewhat lucky person.
I do too. Yeah, but how lucky? Because what if you end up with like Bean? What if you ended up with Bean over there?
Not today, Tewtiy.
I'm gonna stick with the one person. Yeah, I don't think because like if you do it every year, let's say you live to be like 80, so we got like 58 of those whole year things left. Like out of 58, you're gonna fall deeply in love with one of those people.
Exactly.
And then they're just gone, and you're like, you're just like, what just happened?
Exactly. So eat Nutella or eat bacon.
Oh, bacon.
Can you click in the middle somewhere?
Yeah.
Nutella covered bacon.
Can we do that for breakfast one day? Dude, can we actually? Just like get oh man. I just made up a word for it. I almost just called it Bootella.
Gotta give me some of that Bootella.
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 All right. Have the ability to teleport, be able to time travel.
Time travel.
You know why I agree with you?
Why?
Because if you could time travel, you can effectively teleport. Because you could just time travel back a day. So like, let's say like you wanted to go from here to like London. So you flew all the way across there and be one day later, and then you just time travel a day back.
Exactly.
So you basically can just teleport. So
Yeah.
time travel, yeah.
Wow.
I've never seen
I've never
that.
seen a 50-50. That is crazy.
Make out with your no. Wear cutoff shorts your whole life and never. I mean, that doesn't even sound like a punishment. Feel the breeze, Tewtiy. What? What? Really? I'm the weird one? For wanting to wear cutoff shorts forever? I'm the weird one? Oh, come on. You can't even tell me that wouldn't be comfy. Feel the breeze. People ask why, and you don't even need to give an explanation. Like, oh, why are you wearing cutoff shorts? You look weird. Well, it's either that or make out with my cousin, so cutoff shorts it is. I think they would all go, yeah, good choice. No?
You know what?
No?
Fair. Very fair. Very fair. But you know what? Fair. Get swine flu or get what's now? What a great choice. Would you rather get ass blasted or ass blasted?
Gee, I mean, I don't even know enough of. I think West Nile is much worse.
Yeah, let's go with swine flu.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I think West Nile is far worse. I could be wrong about that. If you were in a safari, would you rather have your foot stepped on by an elephant, have your foot bitten? Because if it's stepped on, that thing is useless. Like, that thing is flattened like a pancake. There's no amount of surgery that'll fix that.
Yeah, true.
Versus if you get bit, I mean, it probably suck, but...
Yeah, let's go with bitten.
Real? That's like you... I don't think you can recover from that.
I lived on a horse farm for 10 years of my life, and having a horse step on your foot is brutal. Brutal. An elephant would be awful.
I think it would literally flatten it like a pancake.
Probably, yeah.
I will look up videos about this, but I'd probably vomit.
Have you ever seen a video of an elephant stepping on a watermelon? Check it out.
I actually haven't.
They train. There's like circus things where they train elephants to like squash watermelons, and then the trainer puts their head under the foot, and the elephant doesn't do anything, and it's like,
oh! Why would you? No, it's not even worth it. Okay, would you rather be stuck in an aquarium with a great white shark? No. Be covered in a room. You know what the worst part is?
What?
My only fears in life are spiders and sharks deep in the ocean. Like, I hate going deep. I can't go too far on the ocean because I'm always afraid of like wildlife there. Literally, these are my two worst nightmares.
So, depends what kind of spiders we're talking about. What spiders are we talking about? Is it like all the same type of spider or all random spiders?
I'm assuming randoms.
I'd go with the great white shark mainly because sharks aren't that aggressive normally, and you can kind of just like.
I agree, but this is like the worst case whatever I did to be stuck in either of these things.
And the thing is with like if you're stuck in an aquarium, there's gonna be like a lot of people like watching, and so at least you'll make it on the news.
Can I answer this without even reading the question, just because it's obvious? Would you rather 3 wishes that had no catches or 6 wishes with minor catches? No, yeah, no catches. I mean, who knows, like, what minor is? Like, I don't want to mess with that.
You don't mess with genie.
Plus, who needs that much? They have 6 wishes. I can't. If you ask me right now 3 wishes, I don't even know if I can tell you one off the top of my head.
Right.
I actually don't even. I'd be like, let me get back to you in a week. Like, I really don't know what I would use a wish on. If you were about to die in 5 minutes, now we're talking. Do everything you would want in those 5 minutes. I mean, what is that, like 10 seconds of each thing? Or call your family. I'd probably just call the fam.
Yeah.
I mean, like...
Yo, what up, fam? About to die. See you guys later.
Would you rather run 26 miles or swim?
Run.
The people that said swim obviously don't know how hard it is to swim a mile.
I swam a mile in Scouts. That was rough.
I've never even tried. I've swam like 3 laps in a pool.
It was for a challenge, and I swam a mile. It was brutal.
The thing I like about running is I used to run a bit, so I could run up a peak. I ran like 8 or 9 miles in one day. That was only after a month or 2 of training. Because what happens is after like mile 4, it doesn't necessarily feel worse. I mean, imagine you hit your breaking point, right?
Exactly.
But after like mile, you don't feel worse. You're just in a constant state of like
misery.
Not even that. You get like something called runner's high. You just like, you kind of like lose your,
And I mean, fun fact, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know, humans are the only creature on Earth that can run infinitely without having to stop. Most animals have to stop to pant or catch their breath.
Fun little fact as well with that. You can look it up. Humans, because of that reason, will beat any animal in a race, period, as long as it's over a far distance. So let's say it's like a 100-mile race. A human could even beat a cheetah. Like a cheetah can run 60 miles an hour, but not for 100 miles. And eventually they stop. Humans, they beat everything.
Exactly. So,
we're the best.
We're the best.
Yeah, every time you go to bed at night, just know you're the best.
Be Wilma Flintstone or be Velma from the Scooby-Doo Mystery Gang?
I loved Scooby-Doo growing up. It's not even really competition. Would you rather speak everything in a surround sound, have your own entrance theme when you... Imagine you walk in a room, and his name is John Cena!
Definitely that one. Definitely, yeah.
Have you... Wait, what about if you were Morgan Freeman, though, and you could speak in surround sound? I'm in your head, Tewtiy. And it just comes around the whole room, and you're like... God? Alright. Have your lair be underwater, have your lair be on the side of a cliff. Cliff?
inside it depend like what kind
Actually,
of
underwater would be so cool. Cause imagine you bring friends over and they're like,
and is it like kind of like the glass dome where you can like look out?
yeah, we're going underwater.
Yeah, I was like,
Would you rather always have mud in your shoes, always have a pebble in your shoe? Oh.
I'd go with mud because eventually it just becomes kind of like soothing, right?
Yeah, but I'm sure there's a stench associated. But I mean, I agree with it. All right, never be able to look in the mirror again. Always get dressed in complete darkness. I just grab whatever's clean.
Yeah.
Well, this is the last shirt I have that's clean, everybody. And then I do the wash, so I don't really care. Would you rather suck a hobo's toe for 2 minutes or be in a cage with a honey badger and lion for 20 seconds?
My great-grandfather is actually known for battling honey badgers, so I think I'll take the honey badger one.
I'm gonna go with sucking a toe. No? I can't be that weird, dude. A lion and a honey badger. No, I'm sucking the toe. Bring on the toe.
I'd rather be Wolverine.
Now we're gonna have a problem.
Oh, look here. Look here.
And Ben chooses Iron Man. You can't even tell me Ben wouldn't choose Iron Man. He's the deciding vote.
Yeah, Ben would choose Iron Man.
He would. And
See, but the thing with Iron Man is there's nothing special about Iron Man. He's just like, you know, he's just smart and has lots of money. So I guess, you know, but Wolverine, he's like invincible and he has superpowers and he's cool and he's got like claws. He's like.
But Iron Man, his superpowers are he gets to be a douche with a lot of money and he saves people.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. No, for me, I like Iron Man a lot, though.
Yeah.
Because the thing I like about him is that unlike every other superhero besides Batman, and that's why I also like Batman, he is a human. Anyone can be Iron Man is more or less the mantra of the story if you just put your mind to something. Like, he built that suit, you know? So,
right.
I mean, he's not really a superhero. He's just
fair.
Yeah, he's just Iron Man. All right, would you rather smile when bad things happen, frown when good things happen?
Smile when bad things happen, obviously.
Yeah, I mean that's not even a question. All right, last one. Be able to talk to read minds, but you get a really bad headache after you use it. Okay, so it just appears like not a sentence.
That's not a sentence.
Okay, be able to fly, but you're afraid of heights.
So the question is, be able to read minds
with a headache, like a really bad headache.
But you get a bad headache after you've read somebody's mind. Or be able to fly, but you're afraid of heights. I'd go flying.
Yeah, I'd fly.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Well, I think that's going to do it anyway. If you guys all enjoyed, be sure you slap that like button, subscribe as well. Check out Tewtiy's channel down below in the description. And apart from that, have an amazing day, my friends.